What's up, YouTube? Devin Midrow here, coming at you again with video 41. High confidence. And yeah, I got so many things to talk about. It's funny how sometimes you get on video and then you're like, you got all these things to say, and then you're like, oh, I lost it. It's all gone. But no, I haven't quite lost it. You know what it really comes down to is I just keep, I don't know, this started probably about 8 years ago. Prior to that, I got out of high school, and I'm not going to even sugarcoat it. I was just like, yes, finally, no high school. Awesome. I don't have to go to school anymore. And I thought to myself, now I could just enjoy life and not have to deal with going to school, right? And do the school thing. And I was so excited. I was like, I'm an adult now. Woo! Yes. And that was short-lived. Because I graduated, and I think for like a month or two, for about summer vacation. My parents was like, all right, you graduated, cool, okay, all right, whatever. Do your thing, hang out. They're going to work, right? They're doing their thing, and I'm just staying home. And I'm not gonna lie, I played a lot of video games, man. I still appreciate video games, quite a bit. And I'm not playing them right now. I'm not saying I'll quit forever, but for now, I got bigger fish to fry. And I'm sure as I tackle the things that are difficult to do, and I get those going and I get the momentum flowing, I'll be able to get back into that which I really enjoy doing. I still very much appreciate video games, except I'm just playing a different video game. Yeah. Let's dive into that. That's a good segue of what I actually intended to get on the video about. It's when you're playing the traditional video games that when I say the word, I think everybody thinks, that they know what I'm saying, right? Talking about like Sony PlayStation and Microsoft Xbox and Nintendo. I don't even know, is it Switch now? I think it's a Switch. Pretty sure that's the newest thing they got. And what I'm trying to emphasize is, when you're playing those video games, you're essentially a consumer, right? You're consuming the video game, right? Somebody created it, they produced it, and now you are in the process of consuming the story, the characters, the interactions. Excuse me. I got allergies. I'm not fond of it, but it is what it is, I've had them all my life, so some people have worse things, right? Worse medical conditions, so I can sit here and complain about having allergies, but you know what? It is what it is, and there could be more difficult things that you have to deal with, right? So I'm just grateful for the things I do have, and I just deal with the things I would not like to have. But yeah, so when you're playing a video game, you're consuming it. Now, some people get smart. I didn't do this, and I feel so foolish that I didn't. And I plan to do this, and I will do this, in fact. And it is, I'll play video games again. I definitely will actually play the video games I just spoke about: Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, etc. There's other consoles out there. There's other mediums out there, especially nowadays. There's a lot of them, in fact. And I will. The rule that I made when I do go back is I will absolutely, for sure, be streaming it. So I'll be playing, but I'll definitely be on, like Twitch and any other mediums that I could, leverage to consume content by playing the games or enjoying the stories, the characters. Because, there's some really solid games out there, right? There's plenty of games out there that are just a lot of fun to play with, or play. And then, of course, what makes it even better now is what really got me hooked with video games was when the ability to connect with other people over the internet came about, like Xbox Live, right? And that was my that was my way of jumping into it. I got hooked on like Halo. I was playing original Halo and all those games, and that was the first game I think I ever went. Halo 2, Xbox Live, and I'm telling you right now, it was almost like I got plugged into or unplugged from the Matrix, I should say. And I just saw like this completely new world where instead of me playing with my friends locally, right, which is what it's been growing up, right? Friends would come over, or you go over to your friend's house, we'd all get together, we'd have a gaming session, and we'd have a blast, right? We'd have a lot of fun, a lot of trash talking and all that stuff, but you know, it was a lot of fun. And once that door got opened up, I was like, wow, I can play with people anywhere in the world. It just completely got me hooked, and I just that's pretty much what I did when I graduated high school. I was like, yep, I'm just gonna play video games and, you know, eat and spend time with family, and life's gonna be good, you know. And of course that changed very quickly after, you know, a short stint. My parents were like, okay, you got to get a job and start paying rent. And I was like, what are you talking about? I never had to pay rent or get a job. Why now? Well, you're an adult now, so you got to get your butt to work and start paying some bills. And I was like, whoa, you know. But you know, it wasn't that bad, and they didn't charge me a lot for rent either. In fact, I don't think they charged me for a while until, you know, a later date. You know, but they're like, you got to get a job though. Seriously, you got to do something with your life, right? So, and they were right. But then I went and I'm working, and I was working. I mean, right at the gate, 10-hour days, 6 days a week, and I was like, whoa, can I go back to school now? Can I go do the school thing again? You know, so it was just a real eye-opener to see that. And I was like, man, you know, and here we are now in this day and age. I'm still working. You know, I'm not working 60 hours a week, but I've done that for a long time. And not just with one job, but different jobs too, right? And the video game that we're playing now, though, that I'm playing now, I'm still playing video games, but I'm not playing on a console known as like Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, and there's others again out there. Those are the ones that I know, right? I grew up with. I'm playing on this console right here. See that? You see this right here? This is the video game I'm playing on right here. YouTube. Yep. Granted, I'm recording the video on my iPhone, which is another video game. Go ahead and look up the definition of video game. Go ahead and check it. Seriously, go ahead and Google the definition of what a video game actually represents. And you'll see that all along, I really felt like, you know, my parents weren't fond of my video game playing, probably because I played too much, right? And a lot of society frowned on people who played video games. They're like, you're playing video games. Why don't you do something legitimate with your life? Why don't you do something that's, you know, valuable with your life instead of just playing video games, you know? And it always kind of bugged me, but I always felt like they made a good point, you know what I mean? Like, where was I really going with this? You know, I mean, I felt like I had a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I was doing the thing that I really enjoyed doing with friends and family that I used to play with my brothers and good friends, and I could be anywhere in the world and we can connect, right? We can have conversations and we could do something that unites us. And the video game that I'm playing now is this right here. It's the metaverse. And it's something that I've been looking into, and I'm like, wow, you know, it's such a different way of thinking about it, but it's so true. So right now, this road to 100 videos, this is me playing the metaverse. This is me playing a whole nother level when it comes to video games. And just like when I played on console, you know, how competitive I was, I realized, you know what, I'm gonna get real competitive in this space. And that's why I'm doing these videos, right? That's the whole reason behind it, you know. Of course I want to impact people's lives. Of course I want to make a difference. Of course I want to pull people up with me in this space and have them experience the abundance of what this has to offer, you know. But at the end of the day, this is what it's about right here, you know. So I would encourage you to start doing YouTube videos just like this. It's not hard. If you got a smartphone and a video recording software, you could do it. And that's the lesson for today. That's the message for today. And don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one because I got to get my butt to work.